I recently did a YouTube showing you my sassy new hairstyle and how I did that. And I thought today I would show you my updated makeup routine. I was actually on my morning walk and I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lonnie, you're gonna be 58 next month. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, wow, you know what? Over the decades, my skin has changed, my hair has changed. You know, a lot of things have changed. But as my body changes, as I mature, you know what? I just kind of do little tweaks and little changes in my makeup routine to what I think keeps it fresh and modern looking. So join me this morning as I put on my makeup and I will show you what I use, why I use it, and all that good stuff. And please excuse my little wrecking crew in the background, but Indy's back there entertaining herself. So if you hear something weird, that's what that is. So let's put on my makeup. First thing I start for my morning routine is I moisturize my face. Now, I've recently been using this RoC Retinol Cream. It's actually really nice. They sent it to me and I really like the results. Next thing we're doing is we're applying sunscreen to my neck and chest. I've mentioned this before and I'll mention it again, but in my youth, when I was younger, I neglected putting sunscreen, lotion, anything on my neck and my chest. And I have to tell you, it's the one area that I battle with the most in sun damage. So I try to give it a little bit of a help now that I'm older and I finally recognized it and I realize it. So sunscreen on my neck and my chest. Why am I not putting it on my face, you ask? Well, I'll tell you that in just a minute. Next step, I'm going to apply this foundation around my little cheek area there, a little bit on my forehead, and then on my eyes. I do not cover my entire face with this, and this is the Studio Fix Powder Plus. I use an NW25. And the reason that I don't apply this all over my face is the simple fact that I do have some fine lines, and if I put on a heavy foundation, it just basically accentuates the fine lines instead of covering it. So I try to keep my foundation real light and very minimal because of that exact reason. Next, I'm going to apply this Maybelline BB Fresh Cream. I use the medium sheer tint. Absolutely love the lightweight coverage that this gives me. And again, it does not go into like the fine lines and accentuate that. So instead, it just gives me an all over even coverage. Now this brings me back to when I put the sunscreen on my neck and chest. The reason that I didn't put it on the face is because this BB cream actually has sunscreen in it. So not only am I getting the coverage that I'm looking for, but I am protecting my skin at the same time. So the combination of those two foundations, I think it gives me just the perfect amount of coverage without having too much and having it too thick, and again, kicking it into my fine lines. So there we go. My canvas has been moisturized, sunscreened, and foundation put on. So then we're gonna go straight into the makeup. So now what I start with for my actual makeup is this, it's called the Pro Longwear Paint Pot. Now the color that I'm using, I don't understand why they give these things such complicated colors, but this is called the Pinchers. I put the name up there. I really don't know how to pronounce it and I don't want to mispronounce it, but this is basically just a little bit of, it's a little bit of a like setting foundation. So it's going to make my eyeshadow last all day long, and I absolutely love how it makes my eyeshadow last all day long. You can get these in different colors, and you can actually change the color of your eyeshadow by putting on a colored foundation underneath. But again, I used to use the plain one because I really like the color of the eyeshadow that I'm going to be applying next. But if you find your eyeshadow doesn't last all day, give this a try. It's actually really cool. Now I'm going to apply the Big Boost Fiber Gel. This is in a color called Spiked. Oops, and look, I'm trying to do it without looking, and hold on. I'm gonna have to actually look at this one. So this color is called Spiked, and what I really try to do is I try to find a color that gives my eyebrows enough shading to actually accentuate them a little bit. But since I have the gray hair and my eyebrows have faded a little bit in color with my age, I want to make sure I don't go too dark, because it really, truthfully, I don't want to look like Angry Birds and be like, oh, angry eyebrows, but I want to fill them in. I want to give them a little color, and I want to give them a little shape. Absolutely love the fiber gel, and again, the color is Spiked. Now I'm going to apply the eyeshadow that I've absolutely loved and I've been wearing a lot on my videos. It's called Ripened. This is, hold please. This is the Powder Kissed Soft Matte eyeshadow in the color of Ripened. I absolutely love this color, but I also absolutely love blending different shades. I will add like 3 different eyeshadows to come up with my own unique shade all the time. So if you're out there and you want to experiment, you want to try things, and you don't really have the budget to buy a whole lot of different colored eyeshadows, just try blending them. You know, build yourself a different color. It's super fun, and it kind of breaks up the monotony of always wearing the same eyeshadow. And there you go. I got my eyeshadow on. This is probably one of the best things I've stumbled across. This is the Pro Longwear Fluid Line. The color is Black Track. Absolutely love it. Like I said, I don't do makeup professionally, and I don't think I really do it that fancy. And makeup has a tendency to intimidate me. I see people doing makeup all the time. I'm like, gosh, I wish I could do that. But like I said, I get intimidated, and it kind of holds me back. But this is super easy. You get this little applicator. It's just a little itty bitty brush. And then you have this fluid eyeliner, and you just put a little bit on your brush, and you're gonna give yourself a really cool eyeliner. But I'm gonna look this way. And the good thing is that this will set. It will last all day long. But if you make a mistake while you're putting it on, just grab a Q-tip and fix it really quick. Easy to come off. Once it's set, it stays on all day. So there you go. See, I have my eyeliner on. Super easy. And if I can do it, you can do it. Again, this is called the Pro Longwear Fluid Line. Love it. Comes in different colors. I use the black one. For the mascara, it's called Up for Everything Lash, and this is the Up for Black. I find with my mascaras that I have to be really careful because I do have a little bit of allergies, and sometimes the mascara, I don't know what they put in it, but it can give me like a little bit of irritation on my eyes. This one is super great, doesn't do any of that. It definitely accentuates my eyelashes, and it's all day wear, but it's easy to remove at night, and I love that aspect. You do your tops again. I do about 3 goes on the top just to build up my lashes a little bit. And there you go. I got my mascara on. Now we're gonna put on some blush. I'm usually very careful about my blush because I don't want it to be too bright where I've got like these big old bold things on my cheeks, but I want enough coverage to give myself, again, to accentuate my cheeks a little bit. So for this one, this is the Sheer Tone Blush, and the color is Breath of Plum. I've been using plum blush for a long time. And there you go. I got this part on, but wait, we have to put on my lipstick. Now, before I put on my lipstick, I go back to my paint pot. And if you remember correctly, the paint pot is what I put on my eyes to make my eyeshadow last longer. I also apply it to my lips. And what that does is it just basically makes the lipstick stick a little bit better and a little bit longer. And you just put that all over your lips. I blend my lipsticks. I rarely will just take the lipstick just as is. Again, like my eyeshadows, I really enjoy mixing and matching. So the first one that I'm going to apply, it's the matte lipstick, and this is called Heroine. So the color is Heroine. It's kind of like a fuchsia. So I'll put that on. Absolutely beautiful on its own. Love this color. But what I do is I will put a little layer of the amplified lipstick. This color is called Blankety. Absolutely love this one. And I'll put it right over the top. And what that does is it just softens it up a little bit. I like my makeup to show, but I like it to show in a manner of accentuating and not just being overpowering for me. So here is my complete makeup face, from foundation to sunscreen to all of the above. And as you can see, I think it blends in nicely. I'm really happy with the products that I'm using at this particular moment. And there you go. That is my morning makeup routine. I hope that you had fun hanging out with me while I put my makeup on. And if you did, by all means, please hit that like button. You can tell Indy's back chewing on her box. But if you enjoyed hanging out with me, please hit like. If you like, stick around and hang out with me in future episodes, please hit subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments. Do you have any comments or questions about the products used, or perhaps suggestions for future episodes? I'd love to hear all of that. You can leave your comments down below. If you'd like to follow me on any of my social media platforms, those are all listed down below also. And until next time, please remember, wear what you want, wear whatever makeup you want, and just be happy and enjoy life. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye. Final thought of the day. And my final thought of the day is this. You know what? I just showed you my makeup routine, and while I enjoy wearing makeup and I like playing around with it, for me, makeup is not a necessity. I am just as comfortable in my natural skin as I am with makeup on. Sometimes I think that we get too fixated on trying to wear makeup to please others. And we forget that it's really, we're putting this makeup on because it's how we want to represent ourselves. You know, my makeup will change as my mood changes. If I'm in a fierce mood, my makeup will be brighter. If I'm in a more relaxed, kind of subtle mood, my makeup will be less. So just use your makeup to amplify how you feel. Use your makeup to make you feel like you're the best representation of yourself. Just remember, your makeup is there for you. It's not there for anybody else. So if you feel like leaving the house without makeup on and you don't want to, you know what? You have my support, and I say rock it.